Hello there folks, Cinnamon Squirrel Squirrel here and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having an absolutely fantastic day and your tea, coffee or beverage of choice is hitting the spot. So today, last time we went and got Thyla for the specific reason of going and munching penguins. Not the regular everyday penguins, but the event penguins of the summer event from last year. So, because we have it active on here, we also have the Love Evolved event active, so we might start to see some love bugs as we clear things out and whatever else. So, hopefully we can start to get some ice lollies and some love hearts and chocolates and things, and I think it's so weird though, like for the summer event all you needed was ice lollies or popsicles or whatever, but for the Love Evolved one you need chocolates, you need hearts, and also sometimes you need what do you call them, the candies that give you different colors and things, as well as one or two other ingredients. So yeah, we've got a little bit to collect for that. I know that you can get some of this stuff from breeding, so we might give that another shot, honestly. Although as you can see, things have changed a little bit around me. I was getting ready for the episode and managed to hit move here, and everything in the base came trundling to like this spot over here, so, and then I got trapped in amongst it all, so had to send everything over that way. So a lot of the aloes are all still construed over there. I'll fix those after the episode, but for right now we are going to get a cook pot, and we're also going to take the horse out, one of the horses, to go and grab berries so that we can make up dyes, and so that we can, because I have some ice lollies, so we can maybe get ourselves a top and start to dye things, and we can start to kind of build up our outfit per se. Don't really know what that's going to be yet, but we'll see what develops. And yeah, we'll see how we go from there. So, let's see here. I don't have a cook pot in amongst all of this. Let's see. Oh, do I not? I don't even have it learned. Oh, I don't. Oh, that's extremely unusual for me. So crafting, cook pot, pull, stone, no stone, damn it. Okay, well, don't have a dodecarus yet. We've got our beavers. You know, I could have swore we did, but apparently not. Right, so we've got our beavers, we have our, but we have Buck, our thatch gatherer, and we have our Ankies. That's right, because we've just kind of been using these two. So, we'll take Marowak out. Oh, you've got quite a few levels. Have you? You've also got 8 levels. Thank you. Let's see. We can give you a little bit more weight, a little bit more of that, probably more of that, probably more of that, and then 2 in here. Okay, so let's go out here, and at the same time we can we also need to, one of the things we're gonna have to do is craft some water skins. I think actually we'll probably do the cook pot like out here or even across the way, because it'll be handy to have a cook pot in there for if we're doing kibble and things, but also it will also be quite handy. And let's take a bit of a dive here. We can solve our water problem at the same time. There we are. Oops, wrong direction. There we are, this way. Okay, so we are across here. We're gonna go collect some stone. You know, I've often wondered about if we built like a little walkway bridge here with like a ramp up from the water. It would make it easier to walk the aloes across, but also to get them down and up, and then over at the other side as well. Might have to be something that we do, and then maybe put like something like a raft in between it. Is like a little, you know how in some places you get like a dock on either side, and you either get like a raft of sorts that either they pull across on like in a loop system, or they have some sort of like oars or whatever else to maneuver the boat across. Right, let's see. I forgot how pretty the flowers and all the greenery and stuff was right around here. It is just so pretty. Okay, let's collect a little bit more. And then maybe see if we can collect enough for 2. Is it just me? Or have they've added a drop shadow to the numbers of the stuff that you're collecting? I don't know if you guys can see that, but on my screen it's pretty dang clear. It used to be that you had to kind of, not squint per se, but you had to concentrate to see how much you were getting from things. But it looks like they've added a drop shadow to the numbers so that it stands out better. That's quite cool. Right, let's see what you've got. A lot of flint. Okay, so do that, and maybe can you collect a tree? I don't know if you can collect a tree. You can, but you get a lot more thatch. Okay, well, that's fair. Although I think we need cementing paste. More cementing paste before we can craft our beaver saddles. So that's something else we're going to have to do as well. Because there's no point in us having those 3 beavers if we cannot craft the saddles. So, and we're at the level to be able to do it. We just need to either craft some cementing paste or go pillage the beaver dams that are over there, which, you know, take the aloe pack over, decimate everything in our path, let things respawn in, see how we get on. Sounds like a good time, honestly. Honestly, as well, we could have, I don't know, like some sort of sarco or capro or fish in here. I feel like we could add some things to our water areas to make them a little bit more, you know, a little better. I think you got a level. Let's just give you another weight level. I could swear they actually used to do a little dance, the Ankies, but now if you're on them, I've noticed they don't tend to do it nearly as often, but you still get the pause as if they're doing a level up animation. Okay, though. Let's see if we get in here. Toddler babe. Toddler babe. There we are. Okay, let's... I don't even think we have a specific... What is that? Executive source. The sickle would be good. Oh, the shirt would as well. We have one. Okay, that's fair. And so is that. Okay. Ooh. Also, okay, so we have a Dodicurus saddle for if and when we need it. We also have Anki saddles there. Got a raptor saddle. Sarcos. Let's see. I don't think it looks like we have Mastercraft Ceratosaurus saddle's quite good. That might be something we have to look at getting during this as well. I haven't really run around on them much, and we do have. Oh, we do have a. Oh, that's not a Dodicurus saddle. We're looking for beavers. We have lots of Dodicurus saddles, but no beaver saddles. Okay, so I also need to start looking for grinders as well, so that when we pick up certain things, we don't have to worry about that. Right, so give me that. Put that out. Because we're not actually... In fact, hold on. Metal. From Marowak. There we are. Relight the fire. There we are. Stick. Nope. That's the fridge. That in there. There we are. What we were doing... That. There we are. So that is one. And then I wonder. In fact, we could probably just pick it up when we're finished. Yeah, because having that in the entryway is going to be a bit of a pain in the butt. Right, so how much do we have? Enough for 2. Okay, so let's... Okay, so if we pull 5 of those and make those as well, so that so that we can make sure that we have the water that we need for doing this. Let's see. Crafting. Okay, so we'll make another 5 of those, and then that should be us set in that department as well. We're gonna need to make arrows. We're gonna need to make a bunch of stuff. We really are kind of falling short at the moment on what we've been doing. So, we need to... Oh, we're crafting, and we're crafting. Okay, who doesn't have a bunch of crap on them? Take you for now. Here we are. In fact, wait a minute. Didn't Ginger kinda get made redundant when we start pumping levels into you? Which, yeah, so I'm pretty sure we did. So you can go back, because Carrot Top ended up being the stats that we needed from you, if I do remember correctly. So Ginger, that's you. Always good to have more of that and that. Because knocking things out is fantastic. Plus also, when you do start to knock them out like that. In fact, let's hop across here, I think. Yeah. We'll hop across here because it's going to be easier to run around and get berries and stuff over on this side. Yep. Okay, so if I go like right here, can I? Okay, so if I put, oops, if I put that there. There we go. Excellent. And then we can start to do that in there, which is great. And then let's go and whoopsie, flying horse. Right. Open all the bushes. There we are. Wow, there's a lot of berries very quickly. But yeah, like I said, I'm not entirely sure. And we're still trying. Not entirely sure about which skins we're gonna quite go for yet. Did we overshot it? Dang it! Okay, so if I sit you like right there, and then that way I can access you, I can access that, and then I can go down there. So what I need to do then is hop over here for a minute. Nope, can't get up there. Come on. Here. There we are. Nope, this one. 3. Oh, that'll do for now. Probably need more later, but that'll do for now. Although, they do seem to have smoothed this out a bit. I know that when we were kind of running around here last time, a lot of this was a lot less traversable. It was a bit of a pain in the backside, so we'll do that, and then so we're probably not going to do a lot of the azure or blues. I do like to have the parchment and cream colouring for things like, and maybe the tan or sand for like metal on saddles and whatnot. I do like to do that. I also like to have the mud colour just so that it's there because it goes with a lot of things. And then we'll kind of go from that. Let's not point the hatchet at the horse. Let's see. Okay, so I'll take that, but I will dump the rest for now. So we really need to actually see if we can, because I remember on solo beforehand the drakelings weren't really spawning, but they're meant to have fixed that. So if we go around and clear out a bunch of spawns and things, hopefully we can get some of that to go. Okay, that's fair. I wonder though, because we haven't actually crafted. Hold on, let's see. Actually, okay. So I was gonna see about making the pieces of the summer event first, and then bringing you guys back for that, and then crafting paints as we think we need them. But in actual fact, I think I'm just gonna craft up a whole bunch of. Okay, so maybe we don't start with that. I think I'm just going to craft up a whole bunch of paints and then bring you guys back so that you are not stuck watching me disable autocraft, there we go. So that you're not stuck watching me craft paints for however long it takes to do all this. So yeah, I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. Okay, so that took us all night to create all of those paints. We, for the most part, got most of them, and I think I'm gonna have to have Pony here. Follow me back. Come on. There we are. But yeah, so we've gotten all the paints. Just taken us far too long, and this is so pretty. Wow. This is so lovely. It just looks like the sky is sparkling in like a pink and purple backdrop. It's so lovely. Sorry, I'm totally getting off track here, but oh, the sky. Oh, hello, horse. Is very, very lovely. Right, let's get back in here if we can. Come on, Pony. Yeah, come on, Ginger. You got this. Oops. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Okay, so if I bring you to right over here and then let you stop, and then Butterbeer, we are going to transfer all of the narcotics that, or the narco berries that Ginger has, plus all this, into your inventory? What do you mean? Why is Pullet being a pest? There we are. Okay. There we are. And we just get to keep pushing the button. Anyways, right. So we've gotten all that. So the next thing to do then is to take a look here and let's see. So we've got holiday, we've got summer, and we've now got a lot of this to pick from. I would like to get the laurels. Usually sometimes I go for flower bracelets, but I also love the shells. Flowers and shells, and then we still have some left over. So we've got an Alpha Raptor swim top. Let's see. We've got the Crab Fest one. We have Fish Bite, which is anglerfish. We've got eels. Floaty swim top. We've got the floral one. I tend to do that one quite a lot. Just because you can colour it whichever way and it makes sense still. Ichthy Isle swim top, so it's like dolphins. Jellyfish. Gone swimming, so a bunch of little fish. Gigapoop swim top. And a T-Rex swim top. Why don't we go dolphins this time? I think we'll do dolphins this time. At least for now. Although, there is a shimmering shirt, which I think we should totally do as well. Swimming trophies and things like that. So, we have. What? That'll just go directly into my inventory, did it? Look at all those paints. Lots and lots and lots of paints. And at the end we have this. Okay, so let's dump that there just to get... So what colours are we going to go with this time, guys? Because, like, in fact, maybe we should do our swim top first. I think we should do our swim top first. So, let's see. We've got 6 regions, and let's see which each one is. So, we've got the tree trunks, which are currently blue, but they can be whatever colour. We've got the leaf tops and the splashes. We've got the borders and the volcano. We have the black sands by the looks of things. We've got the main backdrop, and then we have the dolphins themselves. Does the... Yeah, okay, so the volcanoes coincide with this. So, we have decisions to make. I think I'd quite like to have a fun colour for the backdrop here. We've got a bunch of different colours. I don't want it to be too gaudy. So let's see. We've got pinks. That one's a little bit less. I need to see how that would look on. I do like that, but it's a little bit dark for this purpose. Let's see. You know, I turned around and I said that I didn't want to do all the blues because it was going to be, it's not really the colours that we're going for, but maybe we could get away with that one. That one's about as oddly the right colour. Maybe that one. They're more sensible pink colours. And the colours I usually go for because I'm not like a pink person, but I like muted pinks and mauves and things. Let's see. Maybe we should just go like a really fun green colour or these kind of purple colours. So if we do the background like a really fun color. Well, the puka shells and flowers can be kind of more your pastel colors, so... Ooh. Nothing really shows up very bright in this. Even that's meant to be like really bright orange. And it's sort of muted on here. It's obviously the fabric, but... Okay, so if we settle for something like that. Yeah, so settles for something like that, so apply that. And then for the main dolphins, we do not want to have that color. What's this for? That's the volcano and the stripe. Oh, hold on. That's the leaves in the splash. That's the tree trunks, I want to say. So maybe we do that one for there. Dark green, or do we go lighter green? Or pink? Or purple? Or red? No, that's not gonna look that great. Okay, so yellow? No. I could do that. Okay, so if we do something like that, and then, because dark purple leaves are quite nice, and then, what's this? This is the main thing. So if we go, nah. Needs to be something that kind of goes with this. So if we have, what? Green volcanoes. We're just kind of ballparking and spitting this all over the place now. Maybe that one. No? How about that? And then for this one, the sand, that can stay yellow. And then nah, we've really not matched this that well at all, to be honest. Actually, I kinda use that one. When you see it from further away, it's not gonna... Yeah, no, it's gonna have to be like that. Just say screw it and do that, and then See, I like the colours together. Actually, from farther away, it looks a bit more like flowers. I don't know if it's going to look like that on K mode or not, but we'll see. Okay, so if we do the kind of same thing with these, so let's see. We had this going through here, and then we've got this here. What else did we have on there? We had so that's some of the ones below there. I don't even know what that's for. I think that's the stems, yeah. That's the centers. Ooh, I have to say that's really nice. Especially for these ones and this one. And then we had, I want to say this. I think that's more or less what we had, isn't it? On the top. Because nothing else really goes with that centerpiece, and that's not gonna stick unless we do something like that. But then that's kind of the same color as the other flowers. Okay, yep, no, I think we're just gonna do that maybe? And then that can be the hat, and we can... So how are we doing so far? Oh, let's turn around this way, look up a little bit, and then go K mode. That's not so bad. It even looks better with the dolphins from further away, actually. Missing that deep purple there, I suppose, but it still kind of matches. And then, let's see. Oops. The picker shells. Let's just do that for now, and then find... So this... Okay, so for this main one here, let's try... No. Where did we go with... that? And then... this? And then... And then for that one, we can only do, I think it was that or that. Wasn't it? Or is it something else? I think to offset it a little bit, we'll probably go with those. Or would that be better on the rope? No. The rope, I think, is going to be better as like a... no, not quite. Maybe as like a Yeah, like an actual rope. Or do we go down and... Okay, so that would be that. Something like these. Yeah, I think we'll go with that one. And then stick that on here. So for now, here we are. We've got our bracelet that kind of matches our flowers and our headband there. And then we have to work out things, aloe tails, for the feet. I think I want to try... Oops, apologies. I think... Oh, getting a bit disorientated there. I think... it would be better, perhaps, if we got a tutu. I know it's called a couture bottom skin, but it's a tutu, or it's not quite a rara skirt, but it's, you know, like a layered skirt. I think that would be better, and then we can keep our boots. So until then, we need to... Fibre is easy, so it's box of chocolates and candies. So in order to do that, we're gonna have to probably breed things or go fishing. So what do you think? Do you think we should go fishing? Or do you think we should breed some things? Obviously we've got the aloes here that we can just pop some out and see how we get on with that. We've got the horses as well that we could maybe start to look at, but I think we should probably do something like that. However, for the rest of today, and I know that we were supposed to like kind of finish this off, but I don't really want to start breeding right now. So what we could do is perhaps give the aloes a leg stretch. What do we think? Leg stretch, or do we just take a burb and go get some cementing paste? Actually, for now, I know that we can... Okay. So we've got spark powder there. So what we really need to do is move some of this out and get stone and chitin and keratin in here. Unless... Okay, so we need to... berries... tintos that are left, we can do that, and there that are left. There we go. So that's just freed ginger up quite a bit. Not as much as we would like, but it's still done a little bit. So what we can do is go unicorn can give her stuff. And then we can grab some stone from Marowak there, and I think that gives us enough for one beaver saddle. I think. And then we can... I want to keep Lucozade and Sapphire here for breeding, since they were the ones that were actually bred, but Little Gem here we can start to take out and actually gather some wood with, and then we can, you know, have that part of our demolition crew a little bit more supplied. I think in the end though, we're gonna have to go looking for the diggers as well, just to complete our little crew here, because Ankies can do it, but the dick races are fun. You know, it's fun to roly-poly and stuff on a dick race, so yeah. Let's see. How far have you gotten? You got all the way, so let's take that over here. And stick that in there, and then go saddles. Castaways. Ah! Fiber! No! Well, we have a sickle, so let us... I don't know how much is still left in you. There's a lot of crap that's in you now. I can... Oops. Excuse me. Just take Brownie out of formation there and go and harvest. Oh, we are pitch black outside. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think having that, I mean, for the horses and for the thyla, that's not really going to be much of an issue. But for aloes and other things, certainly getting a bridge area set up would be preferential. Right, let's see. This. Gather a crap ton. Oh, we got silk out of one of those plants. That's cool. I think that's these little flowery things down here. No. Oh! We're getting small amounts of like narco berries and stuff. Let's run back in. Da 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 da. Ba-doing. Okay. And we're back in. So let's see. We've got Brownie here. Brownie can snap back in where he's meant to go. And we can float to our little heart's content there. Let's see. So I don't think we have a specific, let's count them. Fiber. Wow, okay, so that all fit in there, that's great. So we only need to pull over here what we need. So nope, we're not in weapons, we're in saddles, and we're in this one, and let's see, hopefully we have cement. What? Cement did it? For one. One. That's why. 3. Really? Beer. This is the saddle. Who did I do that on? I think it was you, isn't it? It was. Because you have all the chitin still. So do you have... Is there more stone? Okay. We're gonna completely waste our stone reserves here. And craft these last few, and hopefully it gives it to us. Hopefully. Let's see. Sorry. Completely and entirely scatterbrained. Right. Pull. Okay. I think it's one of the horses that keeps making that silly little farting noise as they poop. Okay, we also need to get these sap taps set up pretty shortly. That's not what we need to do right now. We need to get Little Gem saddled up and ready to go. Hi, madam. Hell yeah. So that is another target complete. And there we have it. So I think next time round we definitely need to... oh, keep looking straight down. It's not good. Next time round I definitely need to look at getting a Doedicurus so that we can have stone and the like, because eventually I would eventually like to start building one or two things. Also, we need to breed a few aloes. I need to also get them back kind of to where they're meant to be. Because I don't know if I can be bothered slotting them all back where they're meant to be tonight. Or today, even. Nighttime outside and all. Anyways, yeah, so we got a bunch of dyes made up. We dyed up some of our outfit here, and then tomorrow we can start to look at, I think we'll probably, Yellow Pack's big enough though, and with them all scattered around that's going to be a pain. However, right, so we'll go look at Doedicurus taming and perhaps also breeding a few things so that we can indeed get some hearts and some, or well, it's not even hearts for this one, is it? It's chocolates and candies, so that we can get our remaining section of... That was weird. Did you all see? That was weird. That was a very strange... I think it might have been a shader thing. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that was definitely weird. Okay though. Yeah. I am going to love and leave you guys for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you could hit that like button along with the subscribe and bell button so you don't miss any future content. And let me know what you think of today's episode down in the comment section. Alright though guys, have the most wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next stream and in the next video. Cheerio folks.